because you got if you're moving from a doctor, you gotta get sexy. If you're moving from a doctor, you gotta get sexy. You feel me? And the best color to get sexy is apparently red. Sexy Red was on Big Boy, and she was making some comments that I don't know how I feel about. Not gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna let Sexy speak for herself.
Sexy, I'm telling you, dude, you like one of the people. Your personality though is contagious. You know what I'm saying? But you hear, or do you see the hate too?
Yeah.
You see the comments. You don't see like they're getting bigger or smaller though.
I think they're getting bigger.
Really? Well, you know what? The bigger you are, the bigger the target too.
Exactly.
Yeah, the bigger.
It's like I feel like I ain't gonna fake it. I said this though. I feel like I'm the most hated female rapper. Like they hate on me the most. I get a lot of love, but I know when they be hating on me. They be hating on me. It be like little inside shit. I be like they hating on me.
But they
trying to put me down. Like I be feeling like is y'all sending like people to comment under her, like y'all trying to put like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like it's some hidden agendas, and I know like motherfuckers.
Do you feel like that's straight from like spectators, or do you feel like that's somebody in the business?
Labels.
Oh, gotcha.
I just be feeling like motherfuckers trying to bring like they don't like seeing me win.
Yeah.
And I be seeing people say that in the comments. They be like, "Why y'all hate her so much? What does she do to y'all? She just be chilling."
So that was Sexy Red. She felt like she's the most hated female rapper. You want to go or I go?
You gotta speak to rapping because that's your thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm over here. I be speaking just out of my opinion.
You feel? I'm with you though. It's gonna be a little bit of opinion in this, but it's gonna be some stuff I can definitely fact check on. But Miss Sexy Red, I got this for you. You love this song. This your favorite song right here. This your favorite song. It's your favorite song. Go ahead, dedicate it to you.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Stop it. Sexy. You get a lot of defense. But I'm not too surprised with Sexy. Cause she does what a lot of new artists seem to put on themselves. And new artists seem to be very sensitive about comments that they claim they can't avoid, that be the whole crowd, when it's really just the comments you see. Because a lot of folks have been very much defending you, industry and out. Now, am I gonna say that it's not folks that's not trying to put her down? Yeah, it is. I can't disagree with that. And it's also proven to a point. But to that same point, it's because you also don't fit how a lot of folks can get marketed. Sexy Red, you said my Gucci pink and my booty hole is brown. How many places can I go to? You went as far as to go to wrestling. That is a majority catered to kid to teenager age sport. You went to WWE off of Coochie and Booty Hole Brown. You released a whole makeup line off of the disgustingness most things. And they buying it, Joe. They buying it. But you the most hated. Bro, you is on every single feature. If you're the hottest thing out, again, I'm not going to take away from the point that maybe it is somebody that in the industry wise is like, no, she don't fit what we want. That ain't a real female rapper right there. This is what y'all yada yada yada. Because it is some folks out there, as crazy as it sounds, that say she's an industry plant, and this is what they trying to cater the industry to now. But that's a whole nother discussion in itself. What I will say is, for somebody that has the whole brand that you have with as many opportunities, you ain't the most hated. You ain't the most hated. Stop it. Shoot, it's another girl that was in this thing longer that is just now blowing up to the same heat that you is. Shout out Glorilla. Like, come on now. Are you hated on? You hated on. But at the level that you at, that come with the territory, big dog. You got to stop the cap. You have a lot of opportunity, and you probably still will, which is crazy. You probably still will. She have to competing with some of the legacy. She competing with a Nicki when she dropped. Shoot. You probably still will get opportunities that somebody else have being as whatever you want to frame her as. If they was doing the same thing, honestly, you can almost make the same distinction. What if Meg Thee Stallion really, really doubled down to where she went to? There's a way to be sexy and then kind of out there. Shout out Kim and even Foxy. They got to it, especially when they started rapping it down and my thigh, blah, blah, blah. They got detailed and wasn't even given half of the opportunities half of y'all is today. What if Meg Thee Stallion really doubled down like you did and went gonorrhea for some lipstick? Like, we got to think about this. You went to a level that maybe a lot of other female rappers would say, how come she get to do that? And get the same industry backing and get the same industry push. On top of how organic it is, because now the girls like you. It's weird enough, the young ones, bro. There's kids doing TikTok dances off of your Booty Hole Brown song. Come on, man. Like, stop it. Are you hated on? You are. But most hated? No, stop it. You lying. That's the only rant to that. That's my only rant to that. Most hated, stop it.
When I listened to Sexy Red, bro, and I heard what she was saying, but this is just my humble opinion. I would never heard of Sexy Red until you said something about Sexy Red in the studio that you didn't want your niece or cousin listening to her. That's the first time I had ever heard of her. You remember that day?
I do remember. Shout out my sister.
That was.
I
like,
finally converted her too.
And that was like that's maybe 3 years ago when I first heard of Sexy Red. I didn't know who she was. Never heard the name before a day.
Oh my God.
And you're like, who you know? I'm like, nah. And that when I was just meeting you. What I see, honestly, bro, from the era that I grew up in, she's not gonna be a legend in the game. That's just what I'm seeing. Do she have a moment now? Yes. She's saying she's hated. That what gets her famosity that she has at this point.
Okay.
In my humble opinion. Because why do people like Sexy Red? Because she's gonna bring the ratchet. And as ratchet she can be. But the thing that I told you before the show when we was talking about this, right? It has to come a time where you have to bring the class and the business savvy to it. And from what they were saying in that interview, she thinks she's already there, and I don't believe she is. Being late to concerts, being late to interviews, not doing things to its proper, the way it should be done in the business realm because she's Sexy Red. Don't know the young lady, don't know if any of this is true. All of it is allegedly at this point. Mm-hmm. But for everybody that have sustained in this business, they had a great work ethic, which she does have a great work ethic, but also they have a great class about them. Now, I don't know who got a chance to watch the interview with what's her name? I want to make sure I got her name right. The Hustable mom that was on the Breakfast Club. Felicia. Miss Rashard.
Yeah.
Miss Rashard.
Miss
Felicia Rashard.
Felicia Rashard.
Class personified, right? That's what us as Black folks are used to. What Sexy Red is doing, there's nothing wrong with it. But when do you graduate, and what is that going to do later on for the culture? Maybe she's not doing it for that. Maybe she's doing it for herself. But that's something that she want to be remembered for and revered for later on. Do you want to be 50 years old getting on stage singing the brown and the pink? I'm just saying. You know, honestly, the person that I seen that was able to do that, but they graduated, was Madonna. Right? Madonna was able to do that, but she has other things
Madonna
besides.
didn't even go that far though.
No, but what I'm saying is the things that was taboo back then, right? They still did things that they were able to graduate to and move on from. I want to see what Sexy Red, because she's new to this. So what does it look like for Sexy Red moving forward? Because I don't see her moving forward at this point.
Well, she's what a lot of artists is finna get into that like I said, that one gorilla actually got into and adjusted better in.
Okay.
She's hitting that 5-year mark.
Okay.
In 3 years, how they push you, if you're not still going on, you can't get this extra 2.
Mm-hmm.
In 5 years, they're looking for the replacement.
Okay.
And if you're good enough, you either rise up to the top as another asset, or they slowly start leaving their hand off of you.
Mm-hmm.
For late shows or late to appointments or late different things, and you got projects out, or you got a mixtape following, or you got something you're trying to push for your own, the label is able to obstruct that a bit, adjust the schedule that you normally be at
Right.
to where you should be always on time.
Right.
Past that, where you got to do a little bit more yourself after that 5 year, all right, how big you want to be is up to you now.
Mm-hmm.
Meg Thee Stallion got past that 5 year, and she one of those, and she's getting to be a damn well good performer.
Yeah.
You got a Doja Cat who was built in the industry. Most folks don't know that. So in being built in the industry, I learned how to perform before I even got big. It just so happened, I said, be on my cow, and everybody started to know me more.
Yeah.
And I trended. And now you get to see what I've already been doing. I was crafted for it.
The one performance I seen her do on something, she did something with the American stuff. It was horrible to me.
Oh, yeah. But she was singing.
Yeah, but whatever it was,
she's not a singer.
No, but whatever it was on the stage, I forgot what it was, but I saw.
Oh, you're talking about Sexy Red.
Yeah.
That was her album, her debut.
But it was something she did, was something about with the
Make America Sex Again.
Yeah, whatever it was on whatever platform they put on, it was something. Was it the
probably BET?
It's BET. Whatever she did, bro, that was a horrible performance to me.
And see, you don't realize that was 2 years ago.
Huh?
That's about to be 2 years ago.
But that performance was not the little hit song that you have seen, right? Because you heard the song, it may have been jumping, whatever the verbiage of it was. But when I saw her performance, like,
and that's the other part. Yeah, the degree you go into is starting to fit more to you, but when folks grow out of just hearing that, what else you got to you?
As I look at, you look this, and this is what I said to you earlier. Do what you got to do to get in the industry, okay? But then once you get in the industry, you have to start to do the business, and you have to evolve into something else that's going to be relatable as you get ready to grow older. I don't know if Sexy Red is going to do that. Maybe she will. Me, myself, personally, even with my daughters being grown, I don't want to listen to a Sexy Red song in the car with my daughters.
But what she's going to be, and shout out to Sherlock. This is what he was speaking to. This is literally what he was speaking to.
Go back and watch that interview, yo.
Shout out and go back and watch that interview. It will be brand tomorrow.
Yeah.
But this is what he was speaking to as far as music wise. There is finna be a shift again. There was a shift before 10 years ago where it was more based on the beats and the trap. And you didn't really have to worry about how you wrote. You didn't have to be so good when you write as long as you had somebody that can produce for you good.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, you got too many folks that got talent and was groomed for this. Shoot, Doechii, even though she said straight man a flag, Doechii is a performer. And this is her debut season. But she was built by her label. She was built under a Kendrick. You feel? And a SZA. She was built to be the monster that she is today. This is what happens when you find somebody, they ain't got that talent, they fit the profile, and down the road they never develop it.
And that's what I'm hoping for Sexy. I hope she's able to develop and evolve into the artist that I believe she can be. And she needs to tune up. And I think she just needs to hone her skills more. You know what I'm saying? Dot some I's and cross some T's. And, you know, I think she's a talent, but I think there's more there. And I think she just needs to work on that. That's just my humble opinion.
Get it sexy. Get it sexy. We gonna see y'all in 2 days on Wednesday, bro.
Yeah, we'll see you guys Wednesday, man. When you get a chance to get to the topic, because actually we said we have nothing entertainment news. It took up the whole show.
Entertainment news was lit, boy.
Hey, man. So hey, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. On I think we know Denise is going to be on the show. It may be the women's only show. I'm not for sure, but we'll see you guys on Wednesday, man. You guys stay locked in and make sure you guys lock it in Wednesday morning, of course, to the #1 streaming show, Coffees and Conversation with your boy Joe. Gonna have the one and only Chandrell Wright is going to be in the building with your boy. We're gonna have a coffee and some conversation over there. You know what I'm saying? Ski Yee. That's what I'm talking about.
Ski Yee. No, they gonna beat us up for that.
No. Well, no, that's what Bishop put. I'm just reading it. Good night, y'all. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good one.
We ain't lying, dog.